That song that Justin Bieber's just done, oh, I love it so much, but like, yeah, I can't speak Spanish. Estás so bonito, esa. If you're squeamish, then you might want to skip like a few seconds. Oh my god, guys, can you see that? My nail is literally hanging off. I know I should just like pull it off and get it over and done with because it keeps catching on everything, but I'm such a wimp and oh, it's gonna really hurt. So I'm just waiting for it to naturally just come off. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's that time of the month again where I talk to you guys about some of my favourite things that I've been loving this month. Oh, by the way, sorry for the lack of upload last week. I was feeling really ill. I had like a really bad cold and it turned into me losing my voice completely for like 3-4 days. So yeah, but I'm feeling completely better now. Everything's all good. Anyway, let's start with what I'm wearing now, and it's these chokers. I have been so obsessed with wearing chokers recently, probably more than just this month, but chokers have just been like my go-to jewellery. Just really been loving these two chokers in particular. I really love how you put them on and they just make a really casual outfit. Like, for example, what I'm wearing now is just a pure t-shirt. It's just a plain t-shirt, and I just think that it adds something like a bit edgy to an outfit. For me personally, I'm quite lazy when it comes to style. Like, I really don't make any effort at all. So throwing on a choker is just a really good way of making it look like I've made an effort when I really haven't. So yeah, I've really been enjoying these. So next I have this Cherry Carmex moisturising lip balm. Ooh, but I did have it. Take two. Just looks like this. But I really like this because it's quite thick and it's also one of those lip balms that are very glossy. Also, this is in the flavour cherry. I've also got it in the flavour strawberry, which is nice, and I've got mint, which I don't really like that much because the mint one for some reason makes me feel like, well, obviously it makes your lips tingle, but it makes me paranoid and think that I'm getting a cold sore or something. So yeah, I prefer the strawberry and the cherry. I also love putting this on before bed. I just feel like it does a good job at moisturising my lips. So yeah, this is the Max Factor lip gloss, and the colour is in Enchanting Coral. I've had this for ages, and I usually go for this. I'm literally dropping everything. I usually go for this more in the summer, just a really nice corally pink colour, but it's not too bright. It's really pretty, either like on its own on the lip, or it's really nice paired with any other lipstick. Goes on really nicely, wears off really nicely as well. So yeah, I really like this. This is the Rimmel London pencil in the colour Tiramisu. This is such a bargain. It's, I think, about £2.50 or something like that. I would say it's more of like a cool tone brown. So pretty on the lips. It looks so nice like as a nude brown on its own. I wear this often, or sometimes, oh, it looks so nice paired with, what is it, my NYX butter gloss in Madeline. That looks so nice paired with this together. I've had this for years, but you know when you find something in the back of your drawer and then you're just like, oh, why did I stop? This is so good. Yeah, love it. So next I've got a concealer from Benefit, and it's called Boy. It's described as an industrial strength concealer, and I would say that it is just that. I use this for spots to conceal like any blemishes, and it does a really good job of doing that. It's really thick. It's almost like a paste, but it does a really good job at covering like spots, and it also like doesn't budge. It stays for a really long time. It's quite expensive, I think, for concealer. I think I got this for, might have been about £18. I'll link it down below, but it does a really good job. I think this is a really good one. My next favourite is a foundation. It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear. in the shade 5W1 Bronze. So I did try out a few testers before I bought this. I also tried henna. It was just a little bit too like neutral for me. So the next shade up from henna was bronze. But yeah, it's really, really good. It does a really good job at just making your skin look flawless. Like, it really does airbrush your skin. And yeah, it's buildable as well. Little goes such a long way. Like, when I first got this, I thought, this bottle is so small, like, I'm gonna use that in probably 2 months, but honestly, you don't need that much anyway, so it does go, yeah, quite a long way. It's got such a beautiful finish. But yeah, what I love about this as well is that it helps the rest of my makeup to apply really well. So when I'm putting on like my bronzer and my contour, it just stays in exactly the same place that I've applied it. Sometimes when I've contoured, I'll like clean up underneath with a little bit of like loose powder, but because this helps my contour to sort of stick exactly where I've applied it, then I don't have to always do that, if that makes any sense. The only thing I would say is I have noticed that when I use this, especially a few days in a row, it does sort of clog my pores a bit, and I did notice I was getting a few breakouts, but I think that is partly to do with the fact that I wasn't removing my makeup properly. I've just started like a new skincare regime. I suppose it wasn't really the foundation's fault because it's such a heavy duty foundation. You just have to make sure that you really remove it well. I don't use this as an everyday foundation anyway. Whenever I film, 9 times out of 10 I'm wearing this. But yeah, I love it. It's so, so good. Final makeup product is going to be this bronzer by NYX, and it's in the shade Deep Tan. NYX products are some of my favourite makeup products. I think obviously they're really affordable and they're really good quality as well. But yeah, I really love this bronzer. I've been using this actually for, I don't know, maybe about 4 or 5 months now, maybe a little bit longer. I just kept forgetting to put it in my favourites. And bronzers can be a little bit on the orange side, and I do like a bit of oranginess in my bronzers, but I really like this one because it's got a really good balance, so it's not too warm. It's just a really nice everyday bronzer, and I'm probably going to hit pan on it soon just because I use this every day pretty much. And next I have the Vaseline Intensive Care. This is more of like a gel oil. I really, really like this. Again, I've had this for quite a while, but I've just sort of started reaching for it again and I'm in love with it. First of all, it smells really good. Cocoa butter. It's quite sweet really. It's really like, what's the word? Sort of greasy and oily. A lot of you might be like why would you want to use that? But it's still quite light at the same time. I don't know how to explain it, but you only need a really small amount. I quite like that it feels oily. My skin can sometimes get quite dry, and this is just really good for moisturising, and even when I put it on, say like in the morning, I can still feel it at the end of the day, which is really nice because with a lot of lotions, they sink into your skin quite quickly and they don't actually moisturise. And I really love this as well. Like when I'm going on a night out or I'm just gonna get my legs out, I like to put this all over my legs and it just leaves me with this really nice shine. Really moisturising, it's really rich. So lastly, I have a hair product, and it's the Elvive Extraordinary Oil. It's by L'Oreal. I like to use this when I've got straight hair. It's a really nice oil to use. You only need like a small pump and it goes a really long way in your hair, and it just does a good job at sort of helping like any frizz to calm down a little bit. I just make sure not to really put it on my roots just because I don't want like greasy roots, but I put this sort of 3/4 down. I really like it. It says it's for all hair types. I have one more thing in my favourites, and these are the Calo chocolate rice cakes. They're chocolate coconut rice cakes, and they're actually for kids. You put them in kids' lunch boxes and stuff like that. But I really like these myself. There's chocolate and a little bit of coconut on this side, and then on this side it's just a rice cake. You get 4 of those mini rice cakes. In the whole packet, I think there's something like 67 calories, which is really good. Obviously, it's not a filling snack, so if you're hungry, like it's not going to fill you up. But for those times when I just want something sweet, but I want to be, you know, quite good for the day, like I will just have one of those. A lot of the time I even have 2 of those, because in 2, obviously there's like 100 and something calories. Yeah, I think they're quite satisfying. I think the coconut makes it extra nice. So that's the end of my monthly favourites. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you did like this, then remember to give this a thumbs up, comment down below and subscribe so you don't miss out on my weekly videos. And I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.